The first comedian has been here many, many times. He's a regular in Manhattan. Give it up for my friend and yours. You know, too much drugs.
Jay Simon.
Chase, the drugs start getting in my fucking brain.
Give it up for Scotty. I mean, he has sticky ball syndrome. He's not accountable for what he says, you know? He doesn't know my fucking name, you know? How's everybody doing? Good, good, good. I'm a Jew. Any Jews here? Half a Jew? Oh. The best deal I ever made was marrying a shiksa. You know, everybody knows that's a girl that's not Jewish. We had 3 kids. None of them got bar mitzvah. I made $100 grand on that deal. We got married by a priest and a rabbi. The priest didn't want to marry us till I showed him naked pictures of my 8-year-old nephew. Then he gave me a high five, said, "I'll do your ceremony." What are you owing it for? It's a comedy club. Come on. I know this Jew. He just moved to Tampa. He loves it there. He's from Lauderdale. The thing he misses most about the East Coast, he hasn't seen a big nose in 3 months. Every Jew I know voted for Obama because they were all liberal Democrats. I voted for Obama because I love basketball. I was at Playground yesterday. I told this black guy who had next I voted for Obama. He gave me a run. If not, I would have had to wait like an hour to get out of court. Thank God I voted for Obama. I just broke up with this Jewish woman who was becoming a real pain in the ass. She would never say good morning. She would say, "How's your stock portfolio doing?" I would say, "I don't know. I haven't turned on CNBC yet." And it's a financial network for these people. But she suffered from a bad case of crow's feet around her eyes. It kept getting worse. Whenever I told her to suck my dick, she'd go, "Suck what?" All right. I just spoke to this Jew who lives on the Upper East Side. He dumped his wife for a hot young Russian chick. Don't feel bad for the wife. She gets the summer house in the Hamptons, the East Side apartment, the Mercedes, and $5 million cash. Can you believe that? Any single woman here?
Yeah.
How come you're not on the Upper East Side trying to get some Jew to marry you?
I have to stop that.
That's where I'm going right after the set, no homo. Ooh. I know this Jew who lost $20 million to Bernie Madoff. He knew it was a Ponzi scheme. The first time he got his monthly statement, it was handwritten on a hot dog wrapper. And all it said was, "You're up 20%, love Bernie." But he didn't turn Madoff in because when a Jew's up 20%, it's like he's high on crack or heroin. He's out of touch with reality. I mean, the last time I was up 20%, I was seeing hookers every night and sitting courtside at Knicks games. But as good as 20% is, there's nothing like when a Jew is up 30%. Because that's when happy days are here again. I can't sing, but because that's when you can dump your wife for a hot young Russian chick. I tell you, I hate old people. I hate old people because why do they have to drive so slow? Why the hell do they have to drive so slow? And why do they have to hold up every line because they refuse to use a debit card? And you cannot give an old person, be nice to them or give them a compliment. Like this lady who just had a knee replacement, had this ugly scar. I said, "I don't even notice it." She said, "Shut the fuck up and stop lying. You can't notice it." But I was watching, any baseball fans here? All right, I was Yankee fan?
No.
Oh.
I'm a Yankee fan.
No.
All right, good. I was watching the Yankee Old Timers Day about a month, 3 weeks ago. All the guys that I grew up watching are either dead or they look like shit. Like Whitey Ford and Yogi Berra were wheeled out on a golf cart. You know, had to be wheeled out. Can you believe that? Yogi didn't know where he was. All he kept saying was, "Is Mickey in a lineup today? Because Koufax is pitching." I mean, he didn't know where the fuck he was. Anybody here at Koufax here? Jesus fucking Christ.
The Dodgers.
My daughter, very good. My daughter in Texas is mad at me because I didn't fly down for her son's 9-month-old birthday party. Can you believe that? I told her I'll be there for the 10-month-old birthday party. I was there for the 8-month-old birthday party. This kid doesn't know who the fuck I am. When I pick him up, he cries. And then I shake him, and then I gotta give him CPR to get him breathing again. That you laugh at, you know. But this kid, it gets way too much attention. You know, these kids today, he's gonna be gay. I just hope he turns out to be like Anderson Cooper and not Richard Simmons. And my daughter in Jersey is pregnant. The test for Down syndrome came back negative. I made believe I was happy. I would love to have a grandkid that's not going to be smarter than me, you know? And who's not going to rat me out when I smoke a joint. Wow. And I just called my son last night. He lives in Chicago. He makes $1 million a year. He sells mutual funds. I said I need 100 grand right away. He hung up on me. I don't know what his fucking problem is. Whenever I ask him for money, he hangs up on me. He's the cheapest motherfucker I've ever met. I had a date with this 35-year-old woman Saturday night. She had the most incredible ass I've ever seen in my life. I asked her to move in with me. She wants a $100,000 line of credit and a weekly allowance. You believe this shit? I could have used that 100 grand for my son, you know? It's too bad because this chick is really smart too. She knows that Jeter is number 2 and A-Rod's 13. But she should, because she probably fucked both of them. She's a fucking hooah. But my son was in town last week with his new girlfriend. She's got to be the dumbest person I've ever met in my life. You ever try to have a conversation with a chick from the Midwest? All you get are one-word answers. Do you want to sleep with me tonight? No. Would you like to smoke some weed? No. Who'd you vote for in the last election? Romney. How can a chick in her 20s be a Republican? I don't understand that. Can anybody understand that?
No.
I was smoking a joint outside this bar the other night, and when I got inside, it must have smelled like weed. Because fuck you, asshole. You want to come up here? See how funny you are? So when I got inside, it must have smelled like weed because this asshole Republican, this asshole Republican who no, I had to come on. This asshole Republican whose girlfriend looks like a Fox News Channel anchor, and he has a rolled up copy of the Constitution in his back pocket. He's just staring at me and saying, "I smell marijuana." I said, "I got 2 words for you, motherfucker. Government regulation." That's the worst thing you could say to a Republican. It's worse than telling him to go fuck himself. Government regulation. But I just bought this unbelievable weed. It's 500 an ounce. This shit is so unbelievable. It takes you to the next level and doesn't fuck you up. You could drive your car without getting lost. You could go to an ATM. You could get money out of an ATM on the first try. And this stuff makes you horny. Like I had to pull over in the Garden State yesterday to jerk off. It was so embarrassing. My grandkids are in the back seat. But the shit, what are you, a spider full of water? Relax, will you? Just get warmed up here, motherfucker.
Keep going.
Okay, so, now I forgot what I'm saying. Whenever I yell at him, I forget my line. Yeah, but this shit is so expensive, I can only use it for special occasions. Like if I'm having lunch with my daughter, or if there's a hooker coming over. You can laugh louder. I mean, come on. But one more joke, Scott. Let's see. I did a lot of coke in the 80s. I did Quaaludes in the 70s. I did acid in the 60s. Did you do any drugs?
No.
Oh.
Sorry.
The 50s was the only decade I didn't do any drugs. Well, what a boring, shitty decade. I mean, how can you buy drugs when your allowance is $1 a week, you know? But coke is definitely the best drug. When you tell a joke, every joke kills on coke. Every joke. You can tell the same joke when you're not on coke, it will bomb. Just like this bomb. Just like this joke. And all these jokes tonight. Everybody in the 80s did coke. Everybody, if you came out of a bathroom in the 80s and you weren't whistling, it meant you were out of coke. And I used to love to play basketball on coke, because if you had the ball, I would say, give me the fucking ball or I'm gonna kill you. And I used to get into a lot of fights on coke. And I never lost a fight on coke, I was undefeated. My proudest victory was against my mother-in-law. She was killing me until the 11th round. And I told her to shut the fuck up, you fat bitch. She started to cry and stopped fighting. Ring Magazine picked me as Fighter of the Year. The rematch was on pay-per-view, I kicked her ass in that one too. And I don't know, I think I have to end this thing here. Can I talk for one more joke, Scott? Okay, I'm a pharmacist. I work for Rite Aid. Anybody go to Rite Aid here? Yeah. We get this lady that calls at the same time every day with the same question, and she forgets what you tell her because she has memory loss. And the same question every day is, are geriatrics as good as brand name? So I said, you mean are generics as good as brand name? Are generics as good as brand name? And she says, yes. I think this crowd is dead. I really do. So she says, I said, yes, they're just as good. And they're just as good and they're a lot cheaper. And I said, do you have any other questions, ma'am? She says, yes, are geriatrics as good as brand name? I said, shut the fuck up, you smelly cunt. And then I said, I'll tell you what, I'm going to have a friend of mine stop by your place tonight, Dr. Kevorkian. He's going to give you a lethal dose of morphine. You won't feel it. I mean, I can't take you call me every day and, screw me up. All right, Scotty, give it back to the great Scotty. The great Scotty.
All right, let's hear it for Jeff